Olivewood Gardens. I'm the nutrition educator, and I'm here today to talk about how to make overnight oats. This is a super simple recipe that you can use with ingredients that you have at home, and a lot of the ingredients can be switched out for other ingredients. So I'll show you the basic recipe that I use and then talk about how you can swap different things and different ingredients for what you have at home. So we're gonna start with our traditional old-fashioned oats. You can use 1/3 cup of oats. You want to make sure that you're using old-fashioned oats, or the consistency of the overnight oats are going to be a little bit too mushy. So we're going to start with 1/3 cup. This is going to be a smaller portion. It also really goes well, fits nicely inside of a pint-sized mason jar for being able to food prep. So this recipe fits nicely in a pint-sized jar. I'm going to do it in my bowl just for ease of mixing. So we're going to start with 1/3 cup of our old-fashioned oats. We're going to add 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. We're going to add a tablespoon of chia seeds. If you haven't tried chia seeds before, they look like little black seeds. They're very shiny. Once you put them in a liquid, they absorb the liquid and become like a pudding consistency. So that's gonna help create a nice consistency for our overnight oats, and it's gonna pull everything together and make it gel. We're gonna add 1 tablespoon of peanut butter. You can use any sort of nut butter. If you want to use almond butter, you can use sunflower seed butter, whatever you prefer, any type of butter that you use. I like peanut butter, and that's what we had. I'm going to add just a teaspoon of flaxseed. Flax is really good for adding fiber, helps with digestion. And then we're going to add a tablespoon of honey. You can add a tablespoon of honey or maple syrup. I like both. If we can get our honey out of here. We're gonna add a tablespoon or so of honey. You can add as much as you want or as little as you want. If you like it less sweet, add less honey. And then we're going to take and then we're gonna add 1/2 cup of milk. This milk is coconut milk. That's what I had on hand, and it's nice to use coconut milk that comes from a can, because it can be in your pantry. We're just gonna add a little bit of the coconut milk at first, just to get it all mixed up in there. So you can see that I'm just smooshing everything together to create sort of like a paste. This recipe is really great for bulking up if you have a big family or more than one person in your house. This would be a great amount for one person. But if you want to bulk it up, you can just double, triple, quadruple the recipe, and it works really great for any size. For this recipe, doing just 1 serving, just doing 1 serving is a good idea for someone looking for a quick meal in the morning or a snack. For this, we're gonna add the rest of our milk. Coconut milk is thick, so we're gonna get it all out of there. When measuring liquid, it's good to measure in a liquid measuring cup. This specifically is for liquid volume. These measuring cups are for dry ingredients. Okay, so we're gonna mix this all together, and it's gonna become sort of soupy. And so what happens when you put it in the fridge overnight is that the milk is absorbed softening the oats. The chia seeds will absorb more liquid, making it like a pudding consistency, like I said earlier. And then we're just gonna add our half a cup of dried fruit. Or, excuse me, this was frozen fruit, but you can use dried fruit. This is a half a cup of blueberries. I like to add the frozen fruit. I like to add frozen fruit to this mix so it thaws while it's in the fridge and becomes really delicious. So that's about the consistency we're looking for. It's gonna be a little soupy, a little bit. It's already sort of pudding-like. If we overmix it, our oats are gonna become mushy, like I said. So we're just gonna sort of pat it all down. We're gonna cover it up and we're gonna put it in the fridge. It's a great recipe to be able to prep the night before so that you can just get up and go. Have a quick meal, be able to serve your hungry kids when they wake up in the morning. I also like to add a little bit of salt to mine because I think it brings out the flavors. Sort of like chocolate and sea salt. Sweet and salty is my favorite. So we'll go ahead and put that in the fridge overnight. And I've already prepared one for you so that you can see what the consistency looks like. This is a double batch. This is what the consistency looks like after it has been in the fridge overnight. So our blueberries are nice and soft. Here it is. Here's the overnight oats. What I like to do is add some coconut flakes, some hemp seeds. Hemp seeds are great, super nutritious. You can get hemp seeds at your local store. Look for them on sale. Sometimes they can be expensive. I've seen them at Sprouts, or Food for Less has them sometimes. I like to put some black sesame seeds on them. You can pretty much interchange anything in this recipe. What I do like to do is try different fruits and different spices. So sometimes I'll use bananas in place of the blueberries and put allspice and cinnamon, sort of like a banana bread, more banana bread consistency and taste. Sometimes I'll add frozen blackberries or other sorts of frozen fruit that you may have, strawberries. You can use fresh fruit. You can use pretty much anything you have in your house, just starting with our base of oats and some sort of nut butter and milk. And then from there, you can experiment, have a great time. I do want to say we miss you all at Olivewood Gardens. It's not as friendly and warm in the kitchen by myself, but we're doing these videos so that we can reach out to you and continue learning, having some inspiration from each other. So hopefully you can tune in, and if you have any questions, let me know and I can answer any questions you might have, and hopefully we'll all see you soon.